the year 532 AD, tensions were rising in Constantinople against the Emperor Justinian and his two advisors, John of Cappadocia and Tribonia. Justinian decided to throw games in the Hippodrome to try and appease the people. His attempt failed, however, when the crowd turned their attention from the games to their great hatred for the emperor. A young boy named Andreas and his friend Ava are standing outside the Hippodrome when they hear the angry mob inside the arena.
Ava, do you hear that? The crowd is really angry about something. What do you think is going on in there?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
As Ava and Andreas made their way to the entrance, the Emperor, Justinian, stumbled out in an attempt to escape the murderous mob.
Hey, look. It's the Emperor. Follow me.
Ava and Andreas quickly slipped behind a column as the Emperor walked by. They overheard him talking to his guards.
They simply cannot be appeased. No matter what I do, I can't contain the Greens and Blues' hatred against me. They'll kill me. You must get me to the palace and bar the door immediately.
It didn't take long before the angry crowd poured out of the Hippodrome and into the streets screaming for the blood of the Emperor. The Nika Revolt had begun. Andreas and Ava soon realized how dangerous the streets had become and fled into the sanctuary of Andreas' home. Ava and Andreas watched the riot escalate through the window at Andre's house, and they became concerned about Andre's mother, who had been sick the past few weeks and was staying in the local hospital.
Oh, it's awful out there, Andre. I can't watch this much longer. Do you think your mom will be safe in the hospital?
I don't know. I need to get her home.
Are you out of your mind? It's too dangerous out there, and we'd never make it to the hospital alive. The mob rules the streets right now. We wouldn't have a chance.
But we have to. What if something happens to her? I never forgive myself if I don't try.
Fine, but I'm going with you.
The two of them hurried out into the hectic streets. They had not made it far when they had reached a barrier of Justinian's guards, led by General Mundus, trying in vain to contain the growing mob.
What are you kids doing? You shouldn't be out on the streets. Go back to your homes.
But sir, General, my mother is sick in the hospital, and I need to—
No! You cannot pass through here. The mob has released prisoners from jail, you insolent child. You're getting in the way of my operation. Now get out of here. Has anyone seen Belisarius?
What are we going to do, Ava?
Suddenly, a young soldier named Darius approached the two children and asked Andre what was wrong.
Young lad, what seems to be the matter? It's hardly safe for you on the streets.
His mother is in the hospital, and we need to get there quickly to make sure that she's all right. But General Mundus won't let us pass.
I see. Well, let me go talk with him.
The young boy and girl watched as the stranger argued with the stubborn General Mundus. After a heated conversation, Darius, having made no progress on the matter, returned to Ava and Andreas, quietly pulling them aside and offered to help them.
Follow me. I'll lead you a different way to the hospital.
Andre and Ava followed the soldier as he wove his way through the rioting crowd. The two children gave him the greatest thanks that they could muster. While the young man led them down some back streets, Andre, feeling more comfortable and safe, started to ask questions.
What's your name? Do you serve the Emperor?
My name's Darius, and yes, I serve the Emperor. Though that doesn't always mean I agree with what he says, or does. What are your names?
My name's Andreas, and this is my friend, Ava.
It's pretty risky for you two to be out in this mayhem all alone, don't you think?
We know, but Andreas' mother has been sick and in the infirmary for a few days, and we need to make sure she's okay, and if we can bring her home. What if something happens to her because of the riot?
True. Well, I think the hospital is probably a pretty safe place at this point, but...
Suddenly, Darius was interrupted by sharp yells and screams coming from the main streets. The trio forbade their instincts to run away and instead headed towards the mob to see what had happened. What they saw sent panic coursing through their veins.
That building's on fire!
The mob's trying to burn down the whole city.
Darius, Andreas, and Ava watched in horror as the fire set by the destructive crowd leapt and spread from one building to another with alarming speed.
It's spreading fast. It's going to reach the hospital soon.
Follow me, quickly.
Get my mother out of there!
You two, go in and get her. I'll keep watch down here and shout to let you know if the fire gets too close. I'm gonna help the other guards to try and slow down the fire before it spreads much further.
Alright, Ava, let's go.
The two children ran into the building. The infirmary was all but abandoned, with just the sick lying motionless and helpless in their beds. Ava and Andreas quickly found the cot where Andreas's mother was laying.
Mother, wake up!
Sophia, Andre's mother, rolled over, coughing slightly.
Andre, is that you? What is going on outside? Why do I hear so much yelling?
There has been a revolt, Mother. They have set fire to half the city. We need to get you out of here.
My sweet Andre, I cannot leave. I'm too weak.
It was at that moment the two friends heard the soldier Darius shouting from outside, telling them that the fire was close and they needed to get out of the building.
Ava and I will carry you then. We have to get you out.
No, Andre, I am too weak, and carrying me would just slow you down.
Andre, we need to leave right now, or we won't make it out.
Andre could see his friend was right. The hospital caught on fire and it was spreading through the room with terrifying speed. The roof at the same moment caught fire, sending flaming boards crashing to the ground. But Andre was still not willing to go.
I won't leave you, Mother. I'm not going without you.
Andre, we need to leave now.
No, I won't leave you.
Ava, taking control of the situation, grabbed Andre and dragged him around the growing flames into the door. They had barely stumbled out of the building when it started to collapse. Darius and a few other civilians had been trying to put out the flames with pails of water, but soon saw that their efforts were hopeless. They watched in horror as the flames consumed the hospital and all the patients within it.